Hey everyone. I'm going to cut out most of the flash you're probably used to seeing and hearing at the beginning of YouTube videos because I'm really only doing this as a demonstration. Don't really plan on doing this regularly. So, let's just jump right in. I'm going to cover the route that I follow in the Snowy Tundra Vault just to show the easiest way to collect all the chests, which should net you about 630 units in roughly 7.5 minutes. Now, keep in mind, that time might fluctuate here and there based on what you run into, the enemies you face, because you might have to defeat a group of more powerful enemies to be able to get to a chest without being interrupted halfway through. But 7.5 minutes should be the average that you see for these, so do the math. You can get a pretty decent amount in an hour. So with that said, first thing you want to do is change the challenge rating. Bump that up from challenge 2 to challenge 4, because that's going to get you about 50% more than you typically would from every chest. That might not seem like much at first, because bronze chests, they give you about 10 units. That's going up to 15. Seems pretty minuscule, but when you factor in the number of bronze chests you're going to pick up, plus the silver ones and the gold ones, it really adds up over time. It's definitely worth doing. So, bump that up, launch the mission. For obvious reasons, Iron Man or Thor, probably the best ones to run this with if you want to get it done as quickly as possible. You can do it with anybody you want, it's your preference. Just be aware that if you're running with Captain America or Black Panther, for example, it's probably going to take you quite a bit longer to get from chest to chest and complete this within that 7.5 minute time frame. So here we are at the beginning of the Snowy Tundra Vault. Now, from here, if you do a scan, you're immediately going to see the location of the first chest over to your right. So let's go ahead and fly over there first. Now this will be pretty straightforward for you. It's nothing different from the rest of the game. You just have to find the right panels that you need to open it. In this case, you've got the floor plates. Use those, open the door, get in, grab the chest. And one more back here. There we go. Next, immediately fly back out the door toward this gateway that you saw in the center of the map. This chest will have 3 different locations, which I'll point out. One of them will be on that crate straight ahead, the second one in that corner where you see it now, and the third inside to the left of those consoles. Now once you've grabbed that, go ahead and head through the gateway toward the main portion of the map. You'll see a couple of paths that branch off. You want to head to this structure on the left first. There will be 2 chests on this platform. One of them is a DNA chest. It's up to you if you want to open that or not if you have the keys. It's not going to be relevant to the purpose of gathering units on this run. From here, look to the right of that platform for this small building. Now, the chest can appear on a couple sides. It's either going to be at that corner, or it'll be hugging the corner at this far end. Either way, it's going to be right up against the wall, so as long as you hug the sides of the building, you'll find it. Go ahead and pick that up, and then look to the north a bit. You'll see this structure here. Once again, 3 locations. The chest will either be on top of this crate, over on the left side in the back where you see it now, or on the right corner in just about the same position. Now head to the west from there a bit. You'll find a chest on these towers. Typically it'll be up on this platform here. You may find it on the ground surrounding this tower. A little farther past that, you'll find another spawn. This chest can be either on this platform, at the base of that tower, or over on the ground between that cart and that tower. Once you've grabbed that chest, look to your left and head south, relatively speaking, assuming this is south based on the way you were facing when the mission started. This is another one where you'll have to open the door. In this case, looks like it's the buttons that you shoot. That makes this super easy. Then walk inside, grab your golden chest. Once again, there is a DNA chest here. Up to you if you want to open it or not for the gear and or comics, potentially. Once you've grabbed that, head straight out the door to these cliffs. Typically there will be a chest here on the cliff directly opposite that building, but occasionally it may spawn over there at the base of that platform. Once you've grabbed that, turn to your right. You'll see a small pass between these rocks with a tower. Head there. There's going to be two chests that we're going to want to grab. One of them is a silver chest that will always spawn on this platform about halfway up the tower. The other is a bronze chest that's going to spawn on the ground somewhere. There are 3 possible locations that it could be in, and you will want to remember this for another identical tower later in this run. One of them is down by those pallets. The other 2 spawns are either at the right side at the base of the tower, or the left side where it is now. Once you've grabbed that, head back out the way you came, and immediately turn to your left. You'll see this building that we passed earlier. This one only requires 1 button to open. So find that button, press it, and you're in. Once you've grabbed that, head to the cliffs immediately behind the building. The chest will either be on the cliff directly behind it where you see it now, or it may be at the base of that tower a little bit farther.
They've got nothing on us.
For the next chest, look to your right. You'll see a building. Once again, only 1 button required to open it. Track that down. In this case, it looks like it's the floor plates. And you're in.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
After you've grabbed that, turn around and head straight out the door across this canyon toward the large satellite dish. The chests will always be in the same places at this location. Once again, there will be a silver one that's always in the center on these walkways. Then head to your left, up the stairs, and there'll be a bronze one on this walkway. Turn around and head straight toward this set of 3 towers. The chest will always be either at the base of that tower, over on the ground between those 2, or on the platform on this tower. Then continue on straight ahead. Fly up through this second level, through the doorway, and then straight up to another door. The silver chest will be just here to your right. Once you've grabbed it, just head right back out the way you came. Then follow the canyon to the south. Look for a small structure just like the one we saw earlier on the right side. The pattern will be the same here. The chest will either be at the end or the corner of this near side, or if it's not in either of those locations, it'll be at the corner on the far side. Look to your right again. Take off down the canyon. To your right, you'll see the area we just followed earlier. So this time, hug the wall to your left.
I'd run if I were you.
You can take out this high-value target or not. I'm going to choose not to save time. The chest will either be on this platform we just passed, or if you continue down a little bit farther, you'll see this truck here. The chest may be on the ground by this rock, or the third location is on this platform just behind the truck. Grab that, turn around again, past the prisoner cell, and look for this chest icon. This silver chest will always be up on this platform. There will also be a bronze one, either on the cliff behind it, directly at the base of this same tower, or on that cliff over there.
My thanks.
And we're just about done at this point. Look to your right, and you'll see another pass between the rocks that leads to another tower. Get in here, clear out any enemies until you're comfortable. And then just like before, the bronze chest will either be by those pallets, or at the left or right base of the tower.
Night!
Then head back out the way you came. And we've just got one more chest to pick up before we're done. This final chest will again be next to a truck. It'll either be on this platform here. If you don't see it there, look to your left a bit, and it'll be behind this rock. Grab that. And then make sure to return to the Quinjet to avoid using up your vault coordinate. Because if you do find the vault and you collect it, that coordinate's lost. You'll have to find another one. Granted, that's not difficult, but it's a little bit more efficient to just go ahead and return to the Quinjet, start over, get all of those chests again. The 3 chests inside the vault, they're not worth losing that coordinate over. But there you have it. Obviously, this took a little bit longer than 7.5 minutes for the sake of the demonstration, but you get the general idea. Just follow that same route every time, jump from chest to chest to chest, ignoring enemies for the most part, and you should be able to get those 630 units in about 7.5 minutes. So, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.